So we're going to go ahead and Google OpenEmu, first link. And it's pretty cool because OpenEmu can play all sorts of these old school consoles, the Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, NES, DS, and a bunch of consoles I'm not too familiar with. Go ahead and download it. I already have an old install, but showed in Finder. First opening of the program just because it's from an untrusted source. Right here, you sure want to open it. Yes. And I already have the program installed, but on your first boot of the program, it's going to show a list of these cores. And basically these cores help OpenEmu run the different ROMs and the different systems. So I just have the essentials downloaded. You guys can just check mark any of the consoles you want or uncheck the ones that you don't want. I did install some of them just because I'm not too familiar with the system, but I've downloaded the ones that I'm going to show you in this tutorial, the SNES and the Game Boy Advance. So just go ahead and check mark what you want, and the consoles will be on the left hand bar. I've gone ahead and installed some ROMs. I'm not going to show you where to get ROMs, but it's really not that hard. You can just Google system, SNES, ROMs, and the first couple links should take you to the right place. Anyways, you can completely play the ROMs without a controller directly from the keyboard input. The thing is, for NES games, I find this to be okay just because it's a pretty simple layout with a D-pad and the A and B buttons. But even something just a bit more complex, such as the SNES with the X, Y, and the bumpers, it just feels more genuine when you play it with a controller. I definitely recommend, if possible, to play with a controller. So you're going to need to pick up a controller like this. I got this on Amazon for 35 bucks, and it could be used to connect to your Windows or Mac and even your iOS and Android controller. But the tutorial I want to do is on the Mac, and here's the controller. It's pretty nice. It's based off of SNES and it's Bluetooth. But I believe it also comes with a micro USB, so it can also be wired directly to your computer. Got some paperwork, USB, and then I believe this is some sort of magnet that can. Oops. Yeah. Alright, let me show you guys how to do it on the computer. So connecting the controller is pretty simple. Just go to your system preferences, Bluetooth, and on your Bluetooth controller you just hold down the select button. And I don't believe you need a code. I think you can just pair it up. And it says connected. So let's go back to OpenEmu, and you just have to configure the controls. Perfect. So right here we have a new input, which is the gamepad, and you just click it on the gamepad. Start B. And there we go. Remember to set it up for all the different consoles. So for Game Boy Advance, you would have to do the same process. It's pretty self-explanatory. And now we can play a role. So let's go ahead and get Super Mario World running. I already played a little bit, so I'm just going to cut directly to where I was. Let's go to the map. Anyways, you can make this full screen. Here are the different cheats. You can use different cores depending on which ones you've installed. You can choose to use different cores if you get better results from either. So you can try this out on your own. Filters are just the different filters it can overlay. So if you're playing some older games, you can overlay an older filter, and this may make it look more as if you're playing on an old CRT TV. Saves. This allows you to save basically in any part of the game. You don't actually have to arrive to a save point. And let's go ahead and play. So it's pretty cool. It's just like playing, just brings back so many memories. Controller works well. Alright, let's go ahead and try another ROM. I just got Pokemon Emerald installed. Works exactly how you would expect it to. Anyways, working perfectly. So I think this is a great way to play all these old school games, and especially if you get a Bluetooth controller, it could enhance the experience and really make you feel as if you're playing on the older consoles. Anyways, thanks for watching my video.